Alright. Here we go. You guys wanted a TVZ. I have to disappoint you guys for now. Unfortunately, Reynor is not playing Zerg. He is playing as Protoss in game 1. Here we go.
Let's get it on.
You should give the winner the lamp. Hell no, I like my lamp. And Vicky likes her lamp. We don't want to make Vicky sad over here.
Round 1. Fight.
Bottom left side of Ley Lines, one of the 6 new maps that got introduced this season. We are looking at the main base of the Italian Stallion, representing Basilisk. It is Reynor. Oh. Give the bonus to somebody that always signs up for everything but never wins. Yeah. We'll hand out a couple buckies, don't worry. Thank you to Very Q for the 18 months. On the top right side, guys, no nonsense. Big Gabriel representing Mouse Sports. Send out one of the boys. And is building his first Eon Blue, what the fuck. And he's sending out his first SME to build a barracks on the other side of the map. That was a rough Eon Blue. That was rough, mate. If Reynor sees that, you're in trouble, mate. Not untrue. By the way, Pi, I asked Reynor about your request. Pi asked me in between the break, saying like, hey, can you please make sure that Reynor sticks to the original map pool? So I asked Reynor, can you please stick to your original map pool? It would make Pi happy. And Reynor responded, Pi can suck it. What? Yo, boss, yo. I saw that in Pix VOD. What I tried to write was, yo, Busto. Like, that's Busto. But yeah, it came out wrong. But that's what I tried to write. I saw that people had a lot of fun with that in Pix Twitch stream. Yo, bust yo, but I meant that it was Busto. Why is Serral not here? Serral likes to take some time off. He plays Starcraft throughout the entire year. It's obviously fun, but it can still be stressful. And Serral just has a wish that in general between Christmas and New Year's, no PC, as little electronics as possible, enjoy family time, and charge up for the next year, which I think is very fair, right? Reynor is really, HeRoMaRinE is really gonna hit us with the ultimate one base all in. And poor Reynor, guys, hasn't even probe scouted. Well, he scouted around a little bit. You can't say he hasn't scouted anything, but he hasn't scouted a whole lot either. Reynor is, well, in my eyes, kind of dead. But if he holds this, he's truly gonna show us that his brain is a whole lot bigger than any other Protoss brain out there. If this was me, I am 200% dead. You know, honestly, I think any Protoss pretty much is 100%. Ah, this is no way, right? He's doing the Odnup. I've died to the Odnup. Not afraid to admit it. I mean, these one base all-ins are gnarly. Even if you scout it, I really don't think it's that easy to defend it. And there's obviously some really good Protoss players that will tell you, no, it's easy. Just go like 2-gate Robo or 3-gate and yada yada. But I think even if you know it's coming, it can be hard. But if you don't know it's coming, it's not just hard. It's impossible. HeRoMaRinE is hitting us with the 2024 version of the Blitzkrieg. And just like in 9040, has a lot of success. Just... you can't put it any other way. You don't expect them, you never see it coming, and before you know it, it is all over. They're here. I know that it didn't involve Italy. I never said that it did. I know they were friends. I don't think we have to go there, Pi. That's very weird of you to bring up like Second World War facts over here, man. It's a long time ago, Pi. Let it go. Jeez. Gabe is all over the main base of Reynor. And Reynor, obviously, just like every other Protoss, has no answer. If there is an all-out one base all-in and you haven't scouted anything, well, you scouted a couple pixels around your main, around your natural, but just not far enough, then there is no way. Whew! And Reynor is taking a look at the replay, wondering, I guess, how close he got to scouting it. And he got somewhat close, to be fair, but he didn't get that close. Hey, he's not the only one who suffered, one child. We all suffered. I didn't notice it, Jeremy, but honestly, I think if you open up Adept Stargate and you scout it that late, I think you're just dead. I think in every situation you are dead. And then the execution doesn't even have to come from a man like HeRoMaRinE. Like, if Baby Marine or Terran that's 500 MMR below that goes for a build like that, even then I think Reynor is dead. It doesn't have to be a big Gabe special. He did scout with the first Adept, but that's so late already. Like, you need to scout it basically with your first probe, that there is no barracks at home, there is no expand, there is no factory. And then you can start going for a second gate or a third gate, or you can go one gate robo, cut pro production. But if you scout that late, there's nothing you can do. Heaven versus Adna BBB main event, I would add to that prize pool. I would gladly do that if I actually think that one of them was eligible. And he's not, so it's that simple. One of them is, and the other one is not. But we can do that on... I'd be completely okay with organizing something like that outside of the regular Big Brain Bouts, but not in the main Big Brain Bouts. What did I do? Nothing, mate. Even though you can get a little fired up, you're a sweet guy. You're always welcome.
Round 2, fight!
No, he definitely did not get kicked out. We like Heaven. Heaven is always welcome. Bottom left side of a Frostline. He is once more playing as Protoss. I'd say unfortunately, because I would really love to see some of his Zerg tonight, but it is holidays, it is off season. He can technically do whatever the hell he wants, and I'm just happy he played. That's the most important thing. Representing Basilisk, it is Reynor. Completely justified, Guitar King. Completely justified. I think Heaven is a very nice guy until he has to deal with a Reaper on what was that map again? Previous map, I already forgot the name. Brown map, top left, bottom left. With the entire left side with the gold. What's the name of that map again? Heaven and Reapers on that map didn't go very well. Damn it, I always had... No, not Dynasty. What was the name of that map, guys? Last map pool. It was kind of brown, like pirate ship color. Amphion, yeah. Heaven did not like falling off on Amphion and dealing with a Reaper. Honestly, one of the funnier moments of Twitch that I've seen this year, man. That was good content. Top right side, he's taking the 1-0 lead. It is the man that's been representing mouse sports for over a decade. And I think that's something to be very proud of. Because not many people do anything for over 10 years in their life. This HeRoMaRinE. And guys, Gabe is pulling out some mind games here. He is making it seem like he's going to be very aggressive once more. I'm not saying that he won't be. However, the barracks isn't the natural. But it's a barracks with a reactor. Honestly, it's a smart series so far from Gabe. Because you can say whatever the hell you want. And Gabe could of course play standard against Reynor's Protoss. And maybe he could win playing standard. But he also knows that his advantage is not going to be in the mechanics or in the speed. It is going to be in the fact that he knows the ins and outs of this matchup a little bit better than Reynor's off-race. And I think it's a very smart approach. Now he does reveal the Reaper, but he only reveals one. I like what HeRoMaRinE is doing here so far. I know a lot of you guys are rooting for Reynor, and I obviously always want Reynor to do well, but I think this is very smart. It's incredibly smart what HeRoMaRinE is doing. And now he's going to pick up the first Adept as well. And you know what the worst part is here, guys, for Reynor? Is that Reynor still doesn't know whether or not HeRoMaRinE has expanded. It's really smart on the side of Gabe. Big brains by Big Gabe, and honestly Reynor could be in trouble here already, guys, because he doesn't win this fight and he doesn't have a shield battery and he already lost one Adept on the other side of the map. Oh, but now he kills a Reaper. That's big for Reynor. That's very, very, very big. He absolutely needed that, because this already could have been an economic disaster. Yeah. I mean, losing that Reaper takes it away a tiny bit, but When it comes to like planning, when it comes to strategy, it's always a hot debate on whether or not StarCraft 2 is a strategy game. It's all about mechanics, yada yada. Well, HeRoMaRinE is honestly playing this very, very strategic so far. This entire best of 3. The builds that he's doing are not builds that are exclusive to 7k Terrans. There are lesser Terrans out there that could do this against Reynor's Protoss, but this is very smart. The execution is of course there, but it's just very smart. And that has to be said. Reynor, his stalkers walk into a cyclone in the center of the map, and that is bad news too, because of course Reynor does not have blink yet, 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Still doesn't have a shield battery either. Reynor accidentally shot at the rocks there. That happens to me sometimes as well with a bunch of carriers. No biggie. Reynor might be okay here, but then a full HP tank shows up. And then you start wondering again, is he okay? HeRoMaRinE has to do the liquid clump thing here. Can he do the liquid clump thing? Well, there is only one. There is only one. In the end, one tank does survive, but it's actually pretty good on the side of Reynor. Actually pretty good. The tank focus on the adapt. I think that's mostly just aim moving. Tanks fire very quickly, so you don't want to take the risk of them shooting. You don't want to take the risk of right-clicking on a unit that walks back. Even if it can deal more damage to certain units than it deals to other units, you really don't want to take that risk. Because they fire so quick. The DPS of unsieged tanks is actually quite good. But Reynor is, unlike in that first game, in an actual playable position. Despite all the tricks that HeRoMaRinE pulled off, HeRoMaRinE will really be kicking himself for losing this one Reaper here. Because if regeneration would have done its thing, I think the early game would have been even a whole lot better for Big Gabe. Liberator sieging up in the main is nice. Reynor warps in one Stalker to deal with it. Mana! Okay, Mana gets a bonus. Let's be honest, guys. Mana gets a bonus. Mana makes it to the upper bracket final. Old man Mana. Top 3 guaranteed. I mean, that's a bonus. Let's be damn real. You might just get the original $50 bonus. I don't care what happens from here on out. But I think Mana making upper bracket final, that's 50 buckies, man. Let's do it. I don't care. Even if he loses every single game from here on out. Hope we're gonna watch it. Yeah, could you ask them to wait for me? Pi, is that possible? Could you ask Max and Mana to wait? And then I'll just let the lower bracket play out the way that it plays out. But I think upper bracket final is something we left to cast, obviously. Ah, that's very cool for Mana. Obviously, guaranteed prize money is starting to ramp up there. I think that's at least like $100. We'll give him 50 as well. Sick. Even if he loses from here on out. But hey, at this point, he may as well keep on winning. That's so cool for Mana. That makes me happy, guys. But that is in the Christmas spirit. Mana is just casually going to peak one more time at the end of 2024, or maybe throughout the entirety of 2025. Who knows? Sick for a man who's as old as MaxPax and Reynor combined. Now, I think that only applies to me, to be fair, yo. I don't think that quite applies to Mana, but... What year is it? Unfortunately, mate, we are almost entering 2025. We're not quite there yet. I think we're only 99% done with 2024, so... If you guys had any hopes, dreams, goals, ambitions, you can still make it happen. Reynor is gaming, but so is HeRoMaRinE. Liberator continues to be very active and annoying, making it hard for Reynor to keep track on it. It's gonna siege up one last time over here at the third, as the main army is gonna show up as well. It's a lot of Marines, it's a lot of tanks. It's not impossible for Reynor to eventually get a good fight, but this is not the fight. I don't think this is a fight for Reynor. Reynor says, well, watch me whip, and watch me nay, but I don't think it's the fight. I think it's just a few too many Terran units, Marines, Marauders, other turrets. And it's HeRoMaRinE who will eliminate the Reynor from the lower bracket. HeRoMaRinE advances into the next round. Well done by Gabe. Honestly, just a well-played series. Reynor's Protoss is really hard. And I've said this before. Even if I completely agree with all of you guys that say there is no shame in losing to Clem's off race. There's no shame in losing to Reynor's off race. I 100% agree with that. But it's still annoying. If you're a pro gamer, it's just annoying to play these kinds of series. Because if you win, people are like, well, you're supposed to win. And if you lose, it's like, oh, I lost to the off race. But honestly, I think Gabe played this series very well. So, well done, Big Gabe. We'll settle that prediction and we get ready for the upper bracket final between Old Man Mana. I think Reynor's off race is like, it's hard to say MMR wise because they don't like PvP, so they don't play PvP. But I think you can very safely say that Reynor is 6'4". But if you call him 6'4", he will correct you and he say that he's like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", something like that. I think 6'4", 6'5" is probably like the truth. You guys believed in Reynor, but it is the German veteran who advances into the next round. We're gonna watch the upper bracket final. Mana versus MaxPax, best of 5, upper bracket final.